Welcome to the Dream Life Challenge. Congratulations, you've made it. I am so pleased that you're here. Get ready because the next 5 days are going to be absolutely game changing. I am sharing with you some of my best strategies for you to start living a life that truly inspires you. Over the next 5 days, you're going to learn simple self-care routines to stress less and create more balance and ease in your life so you start showing up as the best version of you. You'll learn how to set inspiring goals that create passion and purpose in your life. You'll identify and know what is holding you back from creating the change that you want and how to overcome it, and develop the self-confidence and self-belief to become unstoppable towards all that you desire. There have literally been hundreds of women that have gone through this challenge just like you. And they've been in an entirely different place by the end of the 5 days. So I know if you take action on each one of these videos each day, you will experience the same kind of change in just 5 days. It's amazing the kind of change we can create in a short period of time. Now, in saying that, it is all about action. So I want to encourage you to take action. I don't want this to be something that clogs up space in your inbox, something that you sign up for that you don't do anything with, because I know that if you take action on these amazing strategies I'm sharing with you, you really will be in an entirely different place in just a few days. So, in saying that, each one of these videos are only going to be available for a short period of time. You can see that there's a countdown timer with this video. So when the countdown timer hits 0, this video will disappear. And that's really in place to encourage you to take action, because I know you've come here for results and you want to start feeling your best and living your best life, and taking action is what is going to really create that for you. So if you haven't joined my free Facebook group yet, make sure you do. There's a link with this video. That's the Dream Life community. At the end of each of these daily videos, I'll be giving you a challenge prompt where you can use the hashtag Dream Life Challenge and post in this group. I'm in there often giving away freebies and lots of goodies for those that are using that hashtag and engaging with the wider community about this challenge. I'm also there to answer your questions about these challenge videos. So if you've got a question, tag me in the group and I'm happy to help. All right, so let's get into today's challenge. So today is really all about setting this really core foundational piece that we need to have in place in order for all of the other days' challenges to work. So for many of us, we are living such busy lives, racing from one thing to the next. And our lives can feel quite hurried and busy and overwhelming. And many of the women that I speak to feel as though they're kind of living for their weekends, their Friday nights, holidays away, and really feeling as though they're just surviving. And that is not living. And that's not the life that I believe we came here to live. I believe we've come here to thrive and to have a really good time. And I want to show you how to start creating some change in your life so you can really experience that every day. So just for a moment, I want you to think of yourself as a bit of a water tank, as one of those water tanks that you would find on a rural property somewhere. It's not that glamorous, but just use this visual. It's going to help. So check in with yourself now and just see where your water level is in your tank. Are you relatively full? Are you half full? Or are you more down like the depleted end where there's not a lot of water left at all? Interesting to be able to check in with that, right? Because for many women, we are taught from a young age that we should always have an outward focus. So our focus is often, looking after others, giving and contributing to others. And what it means is there's just a lot of buckets of water coming out of our tank every day. If you think about the things that you are responsible for in a given day, the obligations, responsibilities that you have, the places that require your time and energy each day, it's as if on a daily basis we have people and things coming into our water tank and taking buckets of water out at any given time. And here's the thing. If we don't have enough coming back in, what happens is our tanks essentially run dry, they get depleted. And this is where we see so many of these symptoms of stress, anxiety, adrenal fatigue, all of these things that many women suffer from, because essentially there's nothing left. We've run dry. So what I'm going to encourage you to do over the next 2 days is to learn how to bring back an adequate balance. So there has to be an adequate balance of giving, so water coming out of your tank, and receiving, water coming back in. And I'm going to teach you how to really start receiving in your life, because it's really, really important. Now, these routines that I'm going to teach you over the next 2 days, it's really all about bringing back a new level of awareness and presence into your life. Because when we're on this busy train, racing from one thing to the next, it's almost as if we're living, I call it autopilot living, racing from one thing to the next with no awareness about how we're feeling, what's going on, and no awareness about how we're reacting or the choices that we're making, and whether those are in alignment with the change we want to create and the life that we really want to create. So these routines I'm going to teach you, it's really all about sort of popping your head up and developing a new level of awareness and presence in your life, and it truly will be game changing. So what I want you to think about is how you're starting your day right now. So for many of us, we are starting the day hitting the snooze button 2 or 3 times. Then we pick up our phone and we scroll through Facebook or check our emails, and we're checking into everyone else's agendas before we've even got out of bed. And then from there, it's racing through the shower, getting ourselves and others out the door, getting some breakfast into us, and then in the car and away we go. Now, I don't know about you, but that's an incredibly stressful way to start the day. And it's almost as if when we start the day that way, we are 2 steps behind life already, reacting and responding to whatever comes our way. So we want to turn all of that around, and it's really quite simple when you know what to do. And a morning routine will do that for you. So there's no wonder that some of the most successful people in the world will talk about their morning routines, because they are really that powerful. Morning routines are fantastic. So let's think about routines as a way that create the sense of calm in your mind as well. So as humans, we're creatures of habit. We love the predictability of little routines in our day, because it becomes quite calming and centering for our mind. And it's a way for us to really check in with ourselves, develop that relationship with ourselves before buckets are coming into our tank, before people are needing things from us. And it's a really empowering place to live from. So let's think about how you can really start to fill your tank up, how you can really start to fill yourself up at an emotional level with a morning routine. Now, tomorrow's video, we're going to be talking about an evening routine, and that's something else entirely. So the great thing is, when you're using a morning routine in your life, it doesn't mean that those external stresses are going to go away. It just means that when you are showing up from this place of emotional fullness, when your tank is nice and full, those things that you encounter throughout the day that can be taxing on your time and energy, that can be stressful and challenging, they're not going to tip you over the edge like they can when you've started the day in a panic. So let's think about the morning routine, positive and empowering ways that you can start the day. Now go into your workbook, because I'm taking you through this exact exercise in your workbook. You can click the link to download the workbook with this video. So meditation is a fantastic way to start the day. You can head over to my website at annabellematson.com, and there is a free meditation that you can download there. There's plenty available on YouTube and apps that are available. So meditation is a wonderful way to start the day. Then think about journaling. Journaling is an awesome way to start the day as well. So journaling, taking 5 or 10 minutes in the morning to journal your thoughts, that's a wonderful way to start the day. You could also use this time to write out your goals, your top goals that you're working towards. So you're starting the day so focused and feeling really positive about what you're working towards. Writing out your affirmations or saying affirmations. Now, this is one that can be included in your morning routine when you're showering. So a lot of us use the time in the shower kind of mentally racing through the day, thinking about all the things that need to be done. But you can bring back a level of presence to that experience. So while you're in the shower, rather than stressing yourself out, why not use that time to recite some affirmations, things that really fill you up and make you feel good. And just use that time to just be in the shower. Allow the water to rush over your body and wash over your body, and just to sort of really be there and enjoy that experience. That alone will make a big difference to how the rest of your day plays out. Exercise. A lot of people love to start the day with exercise. A beautiful way to start the day. You could do sort of stretching like yoga or poses in the morning. So more mindful movement, something that's a bit more slow. And that's really helpful to start slowing that pace of life down. You could this is a really great one to do as well, is taking some extra time to get dressed in a way that makes you feel good, to do your hair or makeup in a way that makes you feel good. All of those little things will really change the way you approach your day. So just taking that extra time to get yourself ready for the day. Maybe it's about mindfully sitting down with your cup of coffee or your breakfast in the morning without your phone, without the paper, without all the distractions, but actually just being there with your breakfast and enjoying it, making that a really mindful experience. It's a great way to center yourself and ground yourself for the day ahead. So you might be thinking, you have no idea, Annabelle, about how crazy my mornings are. But here's the thing. You can implement these things even if you're a mum who's got, kids to get organized in the morning, even if you've got loads to get done before you head out the door. It doesn't really matter how long you commit to your morning routine. It could be 5 or 10 minutes, or it could be all of half an hour to an hour. It really doesn't matter. It's about you being intentional with the time that you do have. So, stepping outside in the morning, I love doing this first thing in the morning. Stepping outside and just watching the sunrise, taking some big, long, deep breaths. It's a beautiful way to be really connected to the day ahead before anyone else has got up. Maybe it's about you placing your feet on the floor before you get up and race around and just reflecting on 5 things that you're grateful for. Going into the day with gratitude, your day will play out in such a different way. Hugely powerful. So think about your morning routine. Think about how you can make this work. Go into the workbook from today. Start planning out how you can really implement some of these small but really powerful anchors and routines into your morning, and I know that it will have a profound impact on how the rest of the day plays out. So share with me in the challenge group. This is your challenge prompt for today, using the hashtag DreamLifeChallenge. Share with me your morning routine and what you're committing to, and definitely share in the group, because the more you share it, the more you sort of cement and anchor it into your life, and the more likely it's going to happen. So I can't wait to see you for day 2 tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the other end of the day, what to do at the end of the day to help you decompress and unwind for the day, and to really set you up for a beautiful and restful sleep. This is going to be another powerful day. Can't wait to see you back for day number 2.